Good morning, Ammirata. Happy coffee day to you. Good morning. I see some people getting on. Hey, April. It's so good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you can hear my birds singing in the background. Maybe we'll get a chance to see my little bluebirds this morning. Oh, it's a beautiful morning in South Carolina. I feel like I need to sing that song from Oklahoma. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I saw that play at a dinner theater when I was in high school. And I always loved that song because it was such a hopeful song that everything's going my way or coming my way. We'll go ahead and get started. Can't see the time on my phone. I'm looking at my phone. But good morning to Ammirata. It is going to be a beautiful day. And just wondering what everybody's got planned. Today is just a social meetup. That's what we do. We come out here and we just talk. Fellowship. Y'all, you teach me things. So I'm learning some gardening tips right now from everybody, and they're sharing some things. And I went shopping at Lowe's last night, so I had to buy some things for one of the renovation projects that we're doing. And so I told my husband I wanted to go by where the tomatoes were, and we took a look. So there's some tomatoes partly grown. So that might be the ones I have to put in the ground, the partly grown ones. So there's no topic today. Just begin to chat and just let me know what y'all got going on. I'm drinking my coffee right now. And my husband and I, we do CrossFit on Saturday mornings at 9:30. So that's why I come out here at 8:30, and I hope that's not too much of an inconvenience for everybody, but I come out at 8:30 so that we can have our time out here, and then we go and exercise. So, and on Saturdays at our gym, they have a team workout. So our workout is usually an hour to an hour and a half. And we are divided up in groups of 2s or 3s. Sometimes it's 3s. And you share the workout. So if it's like 50 push-ups, I'm just going to throw something out, which would be terrible. But if it were 50 push-ups, that would be, shared by 2, be 25 each. So that's what we do. And it's a good day of fellowship. We have a good network of people, some wonderful people, and we're all getting healthy and staying healthy together. It's kind of a different I don't say different concept. I guess it's the same old stuff. When you work out like in groups, just like you did when you're in high school, really even like people did when they're in the military, you help one another. So we cheer each other on, and you feel more, I think the word is accountable, than if you just show up somewhere by yourself and do your own little workout, which that's okay too. But for me, I feel more accountable if I show up with a team. I've even had people come up to me and say, "Oh, you can do more than that." I'm like, really? You can do that. That's not enough for you. So anyway, it's good to help each other, be accountable, and get healthy together. And when I show up, it's not like I ever really want to be there, right? But when I walk out that door, we have big overhead doors where we can come in and out. And I'm always like, going out of there, I'm barely able to walk, but I go out of there and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm glad I came. That's the best part of the workout, though, is when you get through, when you're finished. So good morning. I see some more people coming out. We were just talking about exercising. I'm going to exercise this morning. I need to, after all the food I ate yesterday. I had French fries, had tortilla chips. Oh my goodness, we went to Crumble Cookie yesterday. Went to Crumble Cookie from my daughter and brought her some cookies home. And of course, they had red velvet, white chocolate chip or something. I was like, we had one. My husband and I had one together. And if you've ever had a Crumble Cookie, you know they're humongous. They're about that big around, and they're about that, probably about that thick. So that's not something that you need to do. You're probably not even once a week, but we halved one. My husband and I halved one yesterday, so it was good. But gotta get back on the wagon today. back on the train, back on the healthy train. So do better. So sometime this week, my garden is kind of behind me, the area behind me. I'm going to plant. I've decided I'm having a limited garden, so I'm going to garden well the things that I plant. Sometimes I think I overdo it. I try to plant this, try to plant that, and it just, I don't know. It's hard to be good at everything as far as trying to grow it right, but I am going to do tomatoes, and I decided I'm going to do potatoes some sort of way this year. So I want to know and I want to learn how to garden. It's not just gardening, it's learning how to. I think we need to know how to do things like that for ourselves, just in case we ever have to do it. It's better to know things before you need to know things, right? So in our salon that we bought, it's an old bank, and it has a very large walk-in vault. So I told my husband this week, I said, we need to know how to lock and unlock that thing before we need to know how to unlock it. So we've got to figure that out. I don't know if we have a combination. That thing is huge. It's hard to open the door and shut it, but God forbid somebody should try to shut that door. So anyway, yeah, we need to know things, or we should know them before we need to know them. So it's a beautiful day in South Carolina. I saw something. I thought I would do it with us, and I don't know if I'll do it on a live. I might even do it alive, but I just don't want to bother y'all a lot with little lives coming through. I may just post just videos. I'll think about it, but I saw this experiment, and the premise of it is the power of words. And in our family, we really do believe that words are powerful. Words have the ability to shape our future, and they have ability to either encourage and uplift or even destroy other people and ourselves in the process. And I saw videos of somebody doing it, but I only saw the end result. So I wanted to kind of go through it myself. The power of speaking words that are healing and love versus hate and bad and things that are not good. So I think I'm going to try that. I just hadn't quite figured out how to do it. So I think I will maybe do it live, and then I may share it to other platforms. It just depends on what platforms let me go live. So, hey, speaking of that, somebody would go out to my YouTube, help me get more subscribers out there. It's thanks, Melony Dawn Young. Hey, Christina, good to see you. So glad you're out here. But I think we'll do that, and we'll see. I know my husband will like that experiment. The power of words. How do you feel about that? Words are very powerful. I know even, oh, hey Sharon. So good to have you out here this morning. I know you're probably enjoying your morning. I think that's... Words are powerful, and thoughts are powerful too, because I feel like it's what you think, what you meditate on, you end up saying eventually. And what you say eventually comes to pass if you say it enough. That's why when we speak things, we need to speak things that, and think, I guess really go back to think. Think on things that we want to happen, right? Not on the things we don't want to happen. So avoid thinking those negative thoughts, because it's just like when you are driving. If you were looking to the side of the road constantly, if you're looking to that outer line, well, hey, Lineal, if you're looking at that outer line, that's the direction you go. And I shared this before. I don't know if you were out here on it, but I was stuck up on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And for those that are in this area, you know it's a very curvy 2-lane road. I was stuck up on it at night in bad fog. And it happened really fast. The fog came in. I think it was like close to winter. And I had a friend that was from California, and I was showing her. We were in the mountains. We were in Cherokee. We were in Gatlinburg, and we were just kind of riding around. And we were coming back down the Blue Ridge part of it, and fog fell, and I couldn't see. I mean, when I say I couldn't see, I don't think I could see 10 feet ahead of me. It was that bad. And it was dark. And it happened fast. And I was young, and you know, you don't really think. You don't really think when you're that age. You're just living in the moment, and you're just having fun. But I couldn't see to drive. It was so bad. And I tried not to panic, and at least let her know I was I was about to start panicking. But you know, I started praying and trying to figure out how I was going to get us down, because I'd already slowed down to about as slow as I could go. I was going very slow. And we were a good ways from home at this point, probably 2.5 hours. So, and I don't know how much time or miles I had left to drive, but there are drop-offs, and they're not guardrails, just a very few places. So really, you could just drop off. Could go off the side of the mountain, and many places. So I got down. There was no traffic, because I was the only dummy up there, I guess. But I got down by watching the center line. I looked at the center line in the road, and I drove on the center line, and that is what got me down off those mountains that night. And I've always remembered that. You know, God brought me through, of course, but if I had been looking at the outer line, that would not have been such a good thing, because that would have pulled me and the car to off the road. So I straddled the center line, because that's where I wanted to be, right in the middle of the road. So we have to look in the direction that we're going, and we have to be thinking about that. And our imagination and our creativity, our dreams, the way we dream, and I mean dream as far as imagine, that kind of dream, I believe that's God-given. That is something that we have that probably no other living being on the earth has, the ability to imagine and create. And that helps project us into the future of our choice, because we choose. We choose what we meditate on, if we want to create. And the opposite of that really is becoming a victim, beginning to feel sorry for ourselves, which isn't that easy to do. It's easy to do at times. You know what? And we do have some little, I mean, I do. Those little moments you do kind of feel a little sorry for yourself, but you have to shake yourself off and get up and keep going. And get out of that mindset. Get out of that. That's a destructive way of thinking. We are not victims. We are victors. And what we dream about, imagine, and come up with a plan for, those are the things we achieve. Even if we don't achieve it all, but if we even achieve a part of it, that is success. So, what are you dreaming about? What do you want to create? Right now, I am envisioning the salon that I'm renovating. I'm envisioning that. I'm envisioning my weight being 145, which I have no idea what it is this morning. I didn't even want to get on the scales. But I'm envisioning my weight being 145. I'm envisioning keeping myself healthy. I'm envisioning and dreaming, and my goals are to have a healthy body, healthy mind, great marriage, beautiful children, successful businesses. That is what I'm going to think on. And I will fall somewhere close to that, and I count that as success. I like that verse where where in the Bible it says, a man plans his ways, but God directs his steps. And isn't that the truth? We plan and we come up with the best plan that we can, but then God directs us on down the exact way we need to go, because we don't always know exactly. But we have to have a general direction. You at least have to be moving. Sometimes we get stuck in life. I've gotten stuck in life and just not being frustrated, maybe discouraged, and not moving any direction. We have to move. We have to be putting one foot in front of the other, even if we don't exactly know which way to go. We'll eventually find our way. What y'all got for today? I still got my coffee. I'm gonna have to probably heat it up in a little bit. I'm talking too much. Y'all need to talk. Yeah, Sharon. Yes. Isn't that a comfort too to know? We don't have to figure it all out. Thank God. Thank God I don't have to figure it all out. But I do have to be moving. Sometimes I'm not always moving forward. I'm barely moving, I feel like, but gotta be moving. I wonder if any of y'all are working in your gardens today. Put some pictures of your gardens. I want to see what y'all got. Doesn't matter, big or small. Just take some pictures with your phone and just post it. Post it up there so we can see what you're doing. Hey, Stephanie. So good to have you. Glad to have all y'all out here. There we go. Trying to touch on my screen. We are, after we exercise, we're going to work in the salon. We're getting it closer to being ready. So, putting up shelves today. Claudia. Wash your walls down. And polish the panel. That's great. Spring cleaning, here I come. I hear you, girl. That's awesome. Yeah, I know. I remember doing that when I was younger. We didn't have air conditioning or anything, so my mother would always say, like springtime. Sometimes she did it in the fall too, and really, I mean, different times throughout the year when it was warm enough. We had screens, of course. We're in the South. We have mosquitoes and flies here, but she would open all the windows up and sometimes open the doors up, and she said we need to air out the house, and it would freshen the house and just help the house to smell better after you've been running whatever type of heat you run. And I noticed even in the summer now, running the air conditioner year round and running the heat, it's like you don't get good fresh air in your home. You're going out to the flower bed. Columbia, Missouri. All right, Stephanie. Oh, I do love my flowers. I have some beautiful flowers here around my house. I try to plant things that can take care of themselves for the most part. Like I have some gardenias, which I love. I have honeysuckle, jasmine, and yellow jessamine, which is our state flower. It grows wild. And hopefully, I've got some wisteria. We have wisteria. It grows wild in the woods here, and it's back behind me. Mine hadn't bloomed yet, though. So I'll take you around and show it to you when it comes out. But when the wisteria comes out here in the south, it is glorious. It is so beautiful, the way it hangs from the trees. So I'm looking forward to that. I've seen a little bit bloom out, but not a lot. So the flowers, have a good day. Planting, cultivating, whatever you're doing, maybe just even fertilizing, watering them. You have a wood burner? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I get that. Yeah, we do too. And I do love the smell of wood. I think every house, though, really needs to be aired out some sort of way. Windows open, some air in, smell out, odors out. And we used to wash our paneling down too. That's something that we would do. We'd wash it down, especially if you do have wood you're burning. You get a little bit of such, you just can't help it. It just gets on your walls. So I have a ventless fireplace, and if the wood, those glass logs get slightly off, they begin to soot, which happened. I don't know if a dog hit it or something, and we had a rabbit too. I don't know if I don't know what happened, but anyway, the logs got off in our house, and it began to soot, and my walls were white in some places, and the trim is white, and it's gotten all in my living room. So I'm looking for somebody to paint, but it's hard to find people to paint or do anything anymore. So I'm trying to get freshen up my house, because you can really tell some areas where it's gotten dirty, sudded up. So well, ladies, I'm going to sign off. I hope that y'all have a wonderful morning. And just remember, we will do our live Tuesday. We're going to talk about words. We're going to talk about how words matter. Well, I tell you what, Claudia, you crank it up, girl. You enjoy your music. I love my music, too. I love to play it loud. Loud and proud. But we're going to talk about the power of the word, power of the spoken word. All right? So be here with me Tuesday night, 8 Eastern. Love you all. Bye. Have a fabulous Saturday, too.